piece today.
Hey, you know that one?
Wish I knew some. Let's come to the rationalizing the denominator.
Leave me alone, bro. I'm trying to kick it, bro. Come eat these carbs.
Just do the questions she sent us.
Yeah.
Some of the questions she sent us.
You sent me, right? Okay, it's okay. It's the same thing. Whatever I'm finding.
Yeah. Yeah.
The main thing is understanding.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at how do we simplify by rationalizing the denominator. Simplify the surds by rationalizing the denominator, and we have been given here a, that is 6 over the root of 2, and then b maybe is given as 10 over the root of 5, and then c is given as 5 over the root of 2. Okay, this concept I want to give you, I guess these are such questions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a concept I want to give you which is very important, okay? Whenever you have any root A and root A, where this and this are alike, okay? Then whatever we have is A. Are you getting? Whatever we have is A.
So if the root is like root 2 times
Root 2 times root 2 will have 2, because the root will cancel out. That's an important thing we should require in rationalizing the denominator. Okay? Now, let's solve our whatever. I'll start with question A. I have been given 6 over the root of 2. So what I will do always when we are talking about rationalizing the denominator, I will multiply the surd by the denominator. Okay? That will be multiplied by the root of 2 multiplied by the root of 2. Are you there? You remember our formula?
Yeah.
So this will be 2. And then this will be 6 root 2. We simplify here by 2, 1, by 2, 3. So my answer will be 3 root 2. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is this one. That will be 10 over the root of 5. The same stuff again. So we need to multiply by the denominator, right? So we have 10 over the root of 5 multiplied by 10 over, the root of 5 over the root of 5, right? You remember our stuff? So this will be 5, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 5, right? Remember the formula. And then we have 10 the root of 5, okay? So we'll say by 5, 1, by 5, 2, so that we can have 2 the root of 5.
How about if the denominator and the numerator have
The root. Now, you see ours,
Yeah.
where was it? When you leave your answer like this,
Yeah.
it's the correct answer still, okay? So, when a numerator has a root and the denominator has a root, we have already talked about it. Like, for example, when we saw, let me refer you to a question, like, just a minute. Yeah, we have the root of 72 multiplied by the root of 48. Are you getting? So how are we going to do this one? we are going to say what?
32.
The root of 32 multiplied by, the root of 36 multiplied by 2 times the root of
24.
20, no, the root of 16, right?
16, yeah.
Multiplied by
3.
3, right? Now, the same thing is going to happen here. Simply, it's just me having this one here.
So you're gonna
I'm
give
having
the
this one
answer
here.
as 2 root 5
2 root 5, yeah.
on the denominator and then something root.
Yeah, something on the top there, using the concept of the multiplication of the two roots. Now look at mine. I just did root 10. Okay, it was 10, but I just did root 10. So I'll say root 10 multiplied by root 5. I'll think of a number that will give me, right? That will be maybe 2 multiplied by 5, right? And then I take 5 outside, right? So that I can have 5 multiplied root 2. Or simply, I can also say root 5 multiplied by root 2, right? Multiplied by root 5. And then I multiply them, right?
Where's the other 5 come from?
The 5 is for the denominator.
Oh,
Are you getting?
yes.
I hope you have understood. Now let's check on this one, which looks a little bit different. I hope it has been understood. We have already done about multiplying the surds. So when it has something like a root here, it's just multiplying the surd, okay? Yeah. For example, it was having a root 25 here,
Yeah.
right? So this will be 5 times 5 maybe, right? Yeah, stuff like that. Now, let's check on this one, which is a little bit different. As you can see, this is different, you can see, right? But the other one is just the multiplication of the surds. Now, big deal. Now, check on this one. 5 over 2 root 2. Right? 5 over 2 root 2. So, how are we going to work about this one? Remember, we must multiply by the denominator, right?
Yeah.
But the denominator we are going to multiply by is just the root 2. So I will say multiplied by root 2 multiplied by root 2. So that I can have 5, right?
Yeah.
Root 2, right? Over, these guys will cancel out, right? We'll have 2, this one times 2, which will be 5 root 2 over 4. Are you getting? Let's look at maybe a much complicated ones. I hope it has been understood, right? It's very simple. The same concept, we can go to an advanced questions like maybe we still have something like maybe we have been given a question over, yeah, this one I'll put the root on top of it so that you can understand how do you multiply the root. We have root 3 over root 3 minus root 2. Are you seeing now? This has a different thing at the bottom and a root also at the top, okay? Then the next thing is we multiply it by the denominator. Are we together? But this is what we call conjugate. You conjugate the denominator. Conjugating the denominator means changing the sign. If your sign is plus, it's going to change to a minus. And if your sign is minus, it's going to change to a plus. That is when you conjugate the denominator and then you multiply it the way we did. Okay? So let's conjugate the denominator. It will give us what? Root 3 plus root 2, changing just the sign. That's what we call conjugating the denominator in surds. Are we together? So that we can have multiplied by root 3 plus root 2 over root 3 plus root 2. Are you together? Are you getting? Now we need to multiply this by this. There's nothing like cross multiplication here. We multiply directly the surds. Are you together? So this will give me root 3. I need to go step by step into bracket. Root 3 plus root 2. Are we there? Over. I hope we are moving. I want us to move step by step. Right? Root 3 multiplied by root 3 will give you root 3 squared, right? So I will have root 3 squared. Okay? minus root 2 multiplied by positive root 2 will give me a negative root 2 squared. A negative multiplied by a positive is a negative, right? So I will have minus root 2, but they are 2, right? So it is squared. Are you there?
Yeah.
Now let's open this one. This will give us root 3, root 3. Okay? Plus root 3, root 2. I'm opening the bracket. Root 3 multiplied by root 3 is the same as root 3, root 3. Okay? Root 3 multiplied by 2 is the same as root 3, root 2. Are you getting? I'm opening the bracket. Root 3 multiplied by root 3 will give me root 3, root 3. Okay? And then I'm having root 3 multiplied by root 2, which will be root 3, root 2. Are you there?
Yeah.
So I taught you about squares cancelling out. Okay? So this will cancel out that one, right? And this will cancel out that one, right? So that we can remain with 3 minus 2. Any root a raised to its power is the same as a because this cancels out. Are you getting?
Yeah.
So I am having root 3 squared, root 2 squared. So this square cancels out the root, so that 3 remains. And this square cancels out the root, so that 2 remains. So that I can have 3 minus 2. Are you getting? Okay. Now, the next thing. I hope the camera is adjusting. Or I rub the other side.
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yep.
Okay, let me switch a little bit here though. By rubbing this one.
Yeah.
And then now I bring these stuffs here. I hope you have seen how we reached here, right?
Yeah.
So we have root 3 plus root 2 root 3 over 3 minus 1. That's what we had, right?
2 minus 2.
Minus 2, good. Now, the next thing is we are going to have we have just a minute. We factor out root 3. So we factor out this.
Root 3 squared.
Yes, we just take one. Remember at the addition we factor out only one, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have a 3, right? Root 3 is just taking the 3 because these two roots cancels out, right? So plus, but these ones are not common, right? So we'll have 2 times 3, that is root 6, right? Over 1. Okay? Right together? And that will be your answer. Why am I not giving 3 root 6 over 1?
Because it's not time.
There's a plus, right? So that will be my answer. So simply is the same as 3 plus root 6. Okay? I guess for today we'll stop there. But tomorrow's lesson we are summing up the topic. We do now questions, so that we can understand. Okay?
Yes.
Stop there. Okay.